This portion of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited, fueling growth for people.
The Bahamas Teachers Union expressing concerns over the newly structured high school diploma for 10th grade students, which was implemented this school term. President of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, Belinda Wilson, serves on the Education Council and must ensure that the policy is implemented. But Wilson is questioning the Ministry of Education on changes in the system that would impact the results of the diploma. Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson says although she fully supports the Ministry of Education's decision to implement a high school diploma for 10th grade students, teachers are still uncertain about the details of the program.
I hope that the ministry holds some more meetings, information meetings, workshops, where they're able to show the teachers what changes have been made in the curriculum. What are the day-to-day changes in the syllabus? Is there a change in the methodology and the strategy of certain subjects?
The high school diploma will entail both core and pathway courses. Pathway courses will steer students into their career of choice after high school. For many years, education officials have been facing both low national examination results and poor high school graduation rates. But Wilson says while these concerns are great, there are even bigger concerns for teachers.
If there's going to be a GPA that's going to determine the minimum for the leaving certificate, so there's a lot of questions we need answered, and just changing the name of a leaving certificate to a high school diploma would not really give us success. And then the students who are under the 2.0, the 1.99s and the 0.00s, and we do have some of them, what is it that we're doing for them?
And even though the new academic school term is in its second week, Wilson says she awaits answers to those lingering questions as to how they will move forward with the diploma and the role teachers will play in the success of the program. The local fight to create greater awareness to breast cancer continued today with widespread support. And as usual, pink was the color of the day as hundreds attended the 10th annual prayer breakfast of the Sister Sister Breast Cancer Support Group. As breast cancer continues to plague the lives of many women, President of the Sister Sister Support Group, Andrea Sweeting, referred to the annual gathering as a lifesaver, bringing survivors and supporters together.
It's a way for each survivor to give God thanks for where He has brought us from. Our sister, Brenda Russell, was the person who thought that this would be a perfect idea and a perfect way for sisters to say, God, thank you. And so this is something that we wish to continue.
The president also thanked British American Financial for its support over the years and for sponsoring the event. She says through partnerships, the group continues to raise awareness. Sweeting further explains how the event serves as a kickoff for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October.
The awareness has definitely been there and it's making a very big difference. The support group itself, because for us, we give the gift of a portacath, which is the actual instrument that's surgically implanted that the chemotherapy is administered through. This reason, we know this is happening because of the fact that we give more ports. And persons say you're giving more ports, yes, but it tells us too that women are being more alert, more attentive, and they're trying to make sure that they do something about what is going on with their bodies.
The Department of Social Services celebrating its 50th anniversary, and to mark the occasion, an exhibition was mounted at the mall at Marathon. Social Services Minister Melanie Griffin noted the importance of this milestone and highlighted those who played a pivotal role in the social services network over the years.
Prior to 1964, it was primarily non-governmental organizations such as the British Red Cross, lodges and churches that provided for the welfare of the sick and the poor. This changed in 1964 with the introduction of ministerial government and the appointment of the late Eugene Depute as the first Minister of Welfare. Prior to the establishment of the ministry, however, the Red Cross employed an individual as a welfare officer, and this individual, Mrs. Frances Leday, became the first child care officer to be appointed for the new Ministry of Welfare.
Meantime, Social Services Director Melanie Zonical noted that the department will be focusing on new reform measures moving forward.
The Department of Social Services senior staff must lead in influencing the shape and the priorities of this department. This includes influencing the priorities of the wider public service. Continue to encourage the education and professional development of our human resources as they represent agents of change. Ensure the passion of newly qualified social workers by not overwhelming them or disillusioning them with unmanageable caseloads that can result in shortcuts.
And the Bahamas Press Club off to a new start after being dormant until August of this year. Established back in 1996, the club was officially relaunched this week. President Anthony Newbold stressed that the club is not a union, and he outlines its purpose.
The purpose of the club, to borrow from the National Press Club in Washington, is to encourage friendly intercourse among news practitioners and everyone with whom they have contact in the pursuit of the profession, to promote the interests of those employed in the media, to ensure public access to information, and to guarantee as much as possible the accuracy of that information, also to cultivate literary tastes.
Newbold also acknowledged those who laid the foundation for the press club and shared some of the upcoming initiatives.
They include requesting an accredited national press pass from the Commissioner of the Royal Bahamas Police Force for those involved in the dissemination of the news, to become affiliated with the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., to establish a code of ethics for those involved in the media, and to establish a solid membership base which will include members from the Family Islands, and we already have interest from Exuma and Grand Bahama.
And that does it for this portion of the news, but don't you move. Sports with Kelsey Johnson is up next.